Cousins, welcome back. It's your girl So Cosmic. This is my cosmic life. Come on in, sit on down. General reading here for the collective. It's a take what resonates, leave what doesn't type of reading, but this is specifically geared towards those who would identify as a divine feminine or divine masculine. And even if you don't, there could be messages here for you. You could be awakening to the fact that you hold this title or you are embodying this type of energy based on some things that you've gone through. Okay. Yes. So we have a Justice League that is assembling. This is this energy that I have been getting. It has been popping up in the readings, but it's really like these downloads, these intuitive hits that I've just been getting about like, what is this Justice League? And that's specifically the title that I've been hearing is Justice League. And of course, with justice, I think of the card, the Justice card, which is Libra energy. This is enacting justice, bringing fairness. Something was unjust, so balance is here to restore that harmony, doing what's fair. All right, so that's justice. And then when I was thinking about league, like what is a league? It's a team of people or a group of people who come together to they have a common goal, and it's to win. Whatever the goal is, it's to win, right? So you have a Justice League. And that part of this is kind of like I guess what they call it, a double entendre or something like that, whatever it is. Like it's a double meaning, basically. Because we've been seeing also in the readings this group energy that keeps showing up, who are doing the absolute most when it comes to being in this devil energy, right? All right, because that's where we see the Five of Swords show up, the Seven of Swords show up, the Moon when it's about things that are hidden and that kind of stuff. But then we have others on the other side of that who have walked a very narrow path when it comes to looking within with the Hermit card, and being intuitively guided on how to manifest their way through things, okay? Seeing things from a higher perspective. So I got that far in, okay, like Spirit, Divine, what is this Justice League? And I got the Justice card. I got Gemini energy with the Lovers card. It's about making a choice on what side you fight for, right? When we're talking about enacting justice, because you've got, you know, the prosecutor and the defense. When we're talking about a court case here, which side are you fighting for? Then I got also, yeah, Three of Pentacles, that collaboration, all right? But that's as far as I got, and I was like, what is this? What is this? What are you trying to tell me? Like, what is this? Or is it not time for me to know? And then I heard, do the major arcana. So I have all the major arcana out here. We're going to do a fool's journey. We're going to go through all, 22, 23 cards. Is it 22? I think it's 22 cards of the major arcana. Clarifying each one to see what is this Justice League energy all about. At least what messages the Most High wants us to know thus far. It feels very much like if I could interpret what the energy feels like as far as the downloads that I've been getting, it feels like divine feminines, divine masculines awakening to their purpose here. Having gone through some trials and tribulations, whether they have come into union at some point and have experienced that runner-chaser dynamic. These doesn't have to be twin flame energies either, but that is mostly what I'm getting, okay? or if you've never even met your divine counterpart. But there's this feeling of knowing that some type of foundation is being built, some type of coming together is being worked on behind the scenes, just based on how things are playing out for both the divine feminine and the divine masculine. So I had started to get just to delve into this on my own, but I remembered that I said I was going to do this in a video. So here we are. I've already clarified the Fool. So when we're talking about the Fool, we're talking about that first jump, that beginning. Like it's a new start. Like it's a fuck it. Whatever happened in the past, because we're talking about at the end, we've got the World card. It's a complete cycle. There's the lessons that have been learned, ups and downs, ins and outs. The lesson is complete, the cycle. This World card, it could be 1 year, 2 years. It could be 10, 15, 30, 40 years, depending on how many times you rotate around this Wheel of Fortune. Like how many times do you have to learn a particular lesson to finally, or go through something to finally say, yeah, I'm good. So after that, it's, yeah, I've learned something there, and I'm starting anew. I'm taking off. I don't know what's off this cliff. I'm hoping maybe there's some water, because I can swim, and hopefully I don't hit some rocks on the way down. Hopefully there's not a forest and I don't get, like, you know, I don't kill myself on a tree branch. But whatever it is, you fought really, really hard here. You have had to persevere through something very, very difficult, and you're still standing. Wounded, you're wounded, but you have put up quite the fight. These wands are all the people, all the circumstances, all the things that you've had to come up against, or have come up against you, in order for you to have this new beginning. You may be thinking about this beginning, working your way towards this beginning, but I feel like it's something that's it's happening, it's transitioning now. You're juggling things when it comes to having this new beginning, okay? What is the Magician? We have the 9 of Cups. So yes, you could be seeing 99. 99 could be significant. 99, born in 99. I heard 99 problems and J1. We got a King of Swords. Yeah, somebody's like, this is an energy of being outside of your heart, but doing what makes you happy, okay? Like it's very logical, practical, rational rather, decision, compartmentalizing things and manifesting what brings you wish fulfillment, okay? Have worked very, very diligently, or has fought very resiliently to have this new beginning. And it's like, what do I want? What do I want in trying to manifest that? What is this High Priestess? We have the 2 of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. Someone thinking about investing here, okay? Juggling. Intuitively, you could know that someone wants to talk to you, or wants to come forward to speak to you, speak some type of truth. This is about the future, the long term. This is that union energy. When we talk about assembling the divine feminine and the divine masculine together, the two, the yin and the yang that balance each other out, the manifester, the abundant one that attracts, and then the other that takes action and leads and gets shit done. Here in the physical, we have the Empress and the Emperor sitting side by side as counterparts. So what is this Empress? We have the 7 of Swords. So this is showing up as like the divine masculine, likely in a connection where they have invested for some time, and that's the truth about it. They could have tried to put the divine feminine, the Empress energy, in some type of third party situation, or treated the Empress like a third party or mistress, or the Empress was a mistress. This is what was happening. Yeah, and there was avoidance here. What is the Emperor? We have the Ace of Swords. That's the truth about the situation, period. It was like maybe the Emperor, the divine masculine, before awakening to who and seeing the truth about the Empress here with that Ace of Swords, lied, cheated, snuck around, treated her or him like a sneaky link. Yeah. Ace of Wands, two of Swords, King of Wands, four of Cups, Seven of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Two of Cups. So left this out in the cold. Abandoned this connection. It may be feeling abandoned from the connection as it stands now. And that's where that pull comes from. What's the Hierophant? We have the Two of Wands. Just as I said, that Hierophant, Two of Wands, that higher level. It's like, this is the right thing to do. Go towards doing, fulfilling your higher purpose, your higher calling with your counterpart. Feeling that pull. This is exactly what it looks like. You have someone here who could have went for something that was an illusion. Yeah, something that was an illusion. And when we talk about the last 15 years or so, Neptune was in Pisces, and that's its ruler. And Neptune, at a higher octave, when we talk about how that energy manifests, we're talking about unconditional love, compassion, spirituality, the imagination. Neptune rules like glamour and beauty and fantasy. And so when we start getting into the lower octave of Neptune, it's deception and the delusions that come with illusions and deception. It's escapism. Pisces energy is escapism, or can manifest with escapism, and escaping into fantasy, getting lost in the sauce, okay, not seeing things clearly or refusing to see things clearly. But now we have Neptune that's in Aries. Aries is ruled by the planet Mars, which is our fighter planet. It's aggressive. It's our aggressor. It's our will, our drive. It's what motivates us to get things moving, going. And so when you have Neptune clashing with Mars, it's like I guess it would be like a collision of illusion. And so that's being ripped apart. All right. And I said all that to say that, yeah, someone fell for something, and that's probably the awakening part of awakening to who you are. You fell to some type of illusion. You invested in something, and it left you feeling regretful, okay, burdened. Ten of Wands. And stuck with a choice here. The Lovers. Do I keep going with the way things are, or do I make some type of change or a different choice? What is this Lovers? The Eight of Pentacles. We work on a union. I work on something, building something worth celebrating, coming into community with others like oneself, perhaps. Union, celebration, having milestones. This is stability, it's community, it's family, it's home. Working on that, building a skill. It's the collaboration of it all. Three of Pentacles, Justice League, Eight of Pentacles, Lovers. It's a choice. Working on a choice. Working on getting aligned for a choice. What is the Chariot? To move forward with some type of determination. Where's the Chariot? Ten of Pentacles. The long term. The legacy. Queen of Cups. Someone wanting to, is being pulled to invest in a grounded, nurturing, renewed type of love that moves toward legacy and long-term wealth, abundance, financial abundance. There's a reward for being pulled to be on the right side of justice. When you fight for the just causes, you are rewarded. It restores balance in the universe. The universe has no choice but to boomerang those blessings back around to you, and vice versa. Yes, you can snake people, you can Seven of Swords people and cheat people and cut people down for some time, and maybe feel like you're even getting ahead and forming accomplishments off of that type of behavior, but internally it's like this cancerous that just eats at a person who knows that they are not shit. And that is the universe saying, when you act like trash, you gotta sit with the trash within you. What is this strength? We have the Five of Wands. Yeah, you've had to fight through some competition, some drama, some conflict. You've been very strong. Lots of backstabbing. Yeah, that's that Nine of Wands. Fool, I'm out of here. You want to talk about me? You want to cut me down? You want to try to hold me back? You want to get your friends to talk about me? You want to try to ruin me financially? Bum, bum, bum. Like, is there anything in your life that you're doing for yourself rather than you've been through it? You've been through it. But the way you handled it, this is a lion that she's basically like, shut your ass up. You may have wanted to fight back. You may have wanted to argue and get back at people this way that they did you. Oh wow. Five of Swords, Ten of Swords. That's a nasty, nasty, nasty something that happened there, okay? Very much intentional. But you may have wanted to get back, but you just walked away. Oh. Cool. That's what we're gonna do? Cool. Let me take my emotions up out of here. Yeah, let me just use my brain here. Let me just get up out of here. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about this. I'm not gonna worry about it. Not gonna worry about it. I'm out. No, I'm good. I'm good on that. I'm gone. Peacefulness. Taking control of my life. I'm the leader of my own life. I'm confident. I got this. I got this. And now you're being recognized. There's the success. You've been through a lot. You had the way you handled it is why you're being rewarded. And that's that awakening, that strength, the divine awakening, the divine feminine and the divine masculine to say, good job, baby. Good job. You got it. You know how to handle this. So here's a reward. You went within to look at yourself. How did I get in these type of predicaments? What is it about me that is attracting this type of drama? And again, this is not to victim blame or to shift blame towards either way. Because we find ourselves in situations, whatever it is. Some people just do shit to you, just for no reason. And that's weird on them. It's really weird on them. But it also, I'm a big believer in every situation is a mirror to me. I'm the common denominator in my life. Everywhere I go is me. I cannot escape me. So how did I find myself in this situation? What is it about me? And even if going through this hermit energy, introspecting, reflecting, I come to the conclusion and have the realization that it ain't me, it's what's in me reflecting from me that triggers them to act that 5 of Swords, 10 of Swords, 5 of Wands way. Then that's just part of the process. But then it could also reflect back to you, I found myself in this situation because I didn't use my voice. I didn't be more direct in my needs, or I didn't set up boundaries and walk away when I knew I should have. So I gave them the opportunity to hurt me because I didn't walk away. They still ain't shit, but I should have walked away. That's the hermit energy. And that's that strength, being able to contain, not falling into some type of reactive type of energy. It's really your shadow, your ego comes out. That's what that is. This Leo energy, it can be your ego. Fighting your ego, controlling the ego here. Okay, what is this, hermit? We have the 7 of Cups. Yes, that's that evaluating. How did I find myself in some type of illusion? What the fuck is even in these cups? What was even being offered? What am I doing here? What am I doing here? Okay, so you could be in this reclusive energy, this hermit energy. I feel like most of you are, that's this kind of past tense. You could still kind of be in it, but for the most part, I think, yeah, a lot of you are already in this Queen of Wands energy. Excuse me, male or female. All right, this is stepping into that power, being confident, demanding attention, just taking action towards different goals that you set for yourself and doing it confidently, bravely, being very brave about it, optimistic about it. Okay, that's that Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. What is this Wheel of Fortune? We have the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you're no longer in this energy of feeling like you're rejected, you've been discarded or abandoned. You're getting out of some type of lack mindset and driving very fast and very much with determination towards some type of Ten of Pentacles long-term situation here, okay? Whether that's in a connection with someone else, like an actual like family type situation, or this is you building something from the ground up, an empire, okay? Some type of legacy, and being successful in that because you're investing into yourself here and into what it is that you want. We have Justice. What is this Justice? We have the Six of Swords. You moving on from some type of situation is what is just and fair. It is karma being enacted. It's balancing things out, and it's bringing the freaking Six of Wands. Again, this is showing up too many times to show you that the actions that you have taken have been successful or are going to be successful if you are listening to your intuition. All right. What is this Hangman? We have the Four of Cups. There may have been or will be or currently is a period of looking at things from a different perspective, taking a pause, surrendering to what the divine has for you to look at. Okay, you may just kind of feel uninterested in I wouldn't say a lot of things, but just in certain things in particular. Like if it isn't about your autonomy, your independence, your sovereignty, you're just not, yeah. And you're looking at this from a different perspective too. Like I'm getting like an energy of maybe feeling like having to, maybe like this craving of partnership or union, this coming together, like you feel it, and like I feel like many of you really do desire that companionship, that partnership, that coming together, that exchange of ideas, that exchange of energy of like, I get you, you get me. Most people want that. That's probably why you're here watching these type of videos anyway, right? But there's also this energy of what you've gone through to fight for that type of connection and coming together isn't as important or a priority over you feeling whole and good on your own, by yourself, being able to do it on your own. I think this is an awakening that's happening for the divine feminine and the divine masculine, okay? And you may say, you know, I've been single for 5 years and I'm good single, but are you good being on your own? Like, are you complete? Are you whole? Do you feel good being you on your own without any type of outside validation whatsoever? I feel like that's where the divine is trying to get certain people as far as their walk and their path, their, you know, their calling, because it is a lonely path. It is a lonely path. Because you get to a place of enlightenment, of awareness, of awakening, where you understand that everyone has their free will, obviously, and no one belongs to anyone, and you have absolutely no control over what other people can do. You can only control how you react in certain situations and control yourself. And half the time, many of us fall victim to being unable to control ourselves. We fall victim to our vices and habits and our shadow selves every day. Every day. Okay? You know, I can't stop eating cookies that Miss Lori makes at work, you know, in the kitchen, because they're so good. But I know I don't need them. And I know I'm trying to stick to a diet. I can't even control that desire for those cookies. You feel me? So I feel like that awakening is happening, that There's no separation from source. We are all connected. We are all one. But in that oneness, we are very much fragments of the one and operate in our own little, and there's no control of what other people do, okay? And it's attractive to be able to walk this path alone and be okay with it. Some people are waking up to that. Awakening to leaving certain people behind, certain situations behind, because it does not align with this calling, with this path. Uninterested. Seeing things from a higher perspective. What is the main goal of the league here? We have death. There's a transformation. That's a rebirth. That's letting things go. We have Six of Cups. Things from the past. Things from our childhood. People from our childhood. Memories from the past. That Six of Cups is... It's sweet. It's innocent. But... paired with the death, it's something from the past that just you would need to stand up to, or you've had to stand up to. Again, these could be people, these could be siblings, it could be childhood friends. This could be relative to some type of childhood wound. I'm not getting that too much, but it most certainly could. It's, you know, that's all part of that evolutionary process of growing and awakening. But yeah, having to stand your ground, stand firm in your beliefs, maybe even guarding yourself from something from the past, memories from the past that sabotage you, that cause you to sabotage situations and just leave you in the energy of regret and feeling like you've lost something. This is also the energy of some of you really having to stand up for yourself when it comes to maybe a group or people who try to bully you, try to breadcrumb you, or be transactional with you in some type of way. I do feel like you're looking past that towards the horizons. There is someone who, maybe again, a divine masculine or divine feminine, who's looking towards the other, seeing this Nine of Pentacles energy, this very independent, free energy. What is Temperance? Because this is about alchemizing the light and the dark, the negative and the positive. Four of Wands, the union here, the coming together, the home, making some type of very logical decision about... Because earlier, didn't we saw the Queen of Cups, I want to say, and the Queen of Pentacles? I'm not mistaken. But anyway, that was very nurturing and grounded energy. And this is very logical and caring energy here. Alright, so you do have an energy of holding on to coming together. Alright, healing something here. And now we have our lovely devil energy that we must address. What does that become? What is that all about? We have the King of Cups in the reverse, so very emotionally manipulative energy here, okay? This is someone who, yeah, is just uses people's emotions against them. This is a liar. King of Cups, Devil. This is, it could be someone who practices some form of witchcraft. And I think that you peeped whatever this is with the Queen of Swords, this, whatever this behavior was with this person, someone who uses its strong emotional manipulation. This is someone who knows very much how to pull at heartstrings, very codependent, very passive aggressive, but in a way that isn't even passive aggressive. It's aggressive aggressive, but it's in a very like moody, whiny type of way, which makes it feel passive aggressive. It's just a crybaby, someone who uses tears to manipulate. And if it's a masculine who doesn't use tears, yeah, this would be that whiny type of energy, kind of infantile type of energy. But you peeped it when it comes to this energy, all right? So you used your Queen of Swords, putting up boundaries here. I'm going to come back to that. What is this Tower? Yeah, I feel like you peeped in. This causes the Tower. What is the Tower? Something comes crumbling down. We have the Six of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. Yeah. This is someone who's codependent and emotionally manipulative, emotionally dependent, infantile type energy, whiny, moody. You peeped how it was an imbalance and you walked away. Okay? Or will walk away. You walk away from some type of collaboration. It's heartbreaking because you thought it was a Ten of Cups, a wish fulfillment. What is the Star? Queen of Cups. Wow. What a very sweet and healing, intuitive, innovative energy. There's an opportunity here being presented. Okay. There's a group that could be trying to block this opportunity. They're stressed out. They're worried about being able to I don't know, maybe keep someone coming forward to make an offer towards this person. Very much a sweetheart, very much starseed energy here. Star, Queen of Cups. Very healing, nurturing energy. But there's an opportunity here. What is this, Moon? Knight of Wands. So you don't see something coming. Or someone fears, someone wants to come forward, but they fear. They feel trapped. They see their Ten of Cups, but they feel trapped. So this is kind of like that awakening process on both sides. I feel like the Divine Masculine has clarity about moving on, okay? Doing something fair and just. Moving beyond feeling left out in the cold or abandoning something here, a manipulative person. And then we have the Divine Feminine who also dealing with some type of deceit, some type of competitiveness. There's victory here for both individuals. It's just the timing. It's like it's all in divine timing, obviously. But someone does want to take some type of action here. There's fear, or if this is something that someone doesn't see happening. What is the Sun? We have the Page of Wands. So there's a new beginning, good news about a reconciliation. We have a King of Wands and a Queen of Wands coming together here. We do have a group trying to hold on to something or block this opportunity of these. Wow, we have the Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, King of Wands. This is counterpart energy, okay? These could be couples within a group that's interfering on either side of these counterparts. But what is judgment here? We have Seven of Wands, Page of Swords, Ace of Wands. Someone's standing up for themselves. They've made a judgment call here, okay? There could be communication coming in. You could be receiving communication. The time frame could be several weeks, several days to weeks, just put it that way. What's this World card? What's the World? We have the Seven of Pentacles. Two of Cups. Yeah. The Justice League is assembling. Okay, it's just on both sides you have both counterparts or both energies, okay? The feminine and the masculine. Working through deceit, manipulation, walking away, closing out cycles, introspecting, taking action towards their goals, fighting off and fighting through fears. But in the end, there's looking back at the lessons, looking back at the lessons and investing in a way to maybe have partnership and not lose oneself is what I'm getting. Independence, it's something about independence within coming together as part of this Justice League. It's like this independent energies, all these different independent energies being chosen to come together because they chose to stand on the right side of justice here. We're going to get more into it because I feel like I'm just barely scraping the surface of this, and it's unfolding how it's supposed to unfold. So we just rock and roll with the universe and make decisions every day that take us closer to our higher selves and walking on our highest path. So I do hope this resonates to some degree, and maybe I'll do a part 2 to this and clarify some of these energies, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye.